Nggak nanti ya.
Hello and a very good evening to you from Jurong East Stadium. This Friday night kickoff in the Singapore Premier League sees Tanjong Pagar United host Geylang International. Do apologise for the slightly delayed kickoff this evening. There was a serious traffic problem on the PIE that meant that Geylang were delayed in getting to the venue. Tomorrow we have got Balisakasa versus BG Tampines Rovers at Bishan Stadium. On Sunday at Jalan Besar, Young Lions up against Lion City Sailors, who've stunningly sacked their coach Alexander Rankovic earlier today. Albrecht's Niigata are hosting Hougang here on Monday evening. Looking at the table, an opportunity for Geylang International to close the gap with Albrecht's Niigata, who they lost to here just a few days ago. And Tanjong Pagar United, whatever happens today, they will remain second from bottom. Let's hear from the head coaches and their pre-match thoughts.
A bit of a gloomy Friday, but how are you? How's the team spirit?
The team spirit is good. I think coming off 2-1 performance, especially in the second half, bring a little bit of confidence in them. And actually the less look raring to go today actually. Yeah.
And we've seen you guys been competitive like that last game against Tampines. So especially tonight, how do you plan to maintain consistency against Geylang, who also has a poor run of form?
We understand Geylang current performance right now, and I think this is the best moment to face against them. And again, the lad understands also that the main principles of attitude has to be shown today, nothing less than 100%. Today's effort is very, very important to build a result again.
And inevitably, we'll be seeing a lot of emotion and passion on the sidelines. How do you hope the same intensity will be reflected on the pitch from your players?
I think the first thing they have to reflect on my attitude as well at the side of the bench as well, right? So basically, like I said, they've been raring to go. They understand what they're supposed to do, and of course, this is a process that requires a certain progress. And I think we are progressing really, really well. It's only the attacking third that we have to score a little bit more. So again, I'm looking forward to tonight match. On what the players gonna put in today.
I know Ali was a forgettable night out just this Monday at the Jurong East Stadium, but it's a different opponent this time around. How has the team regrouped since then?
I mean, we got to bounce back faster, because we have lost 3 games, 9 points. But like I say, in the last 3 games, the boys are improving, getting better, and it's just about taking chances, and we have to start scoring goals to win games. Yeah.
And you know the intensity and the physicality that that Tanjong Pagar's coaching bench has. How much do you think that will be reflected on their own players?
I mean, it's a no alam Shah side, and I've watched the last game against Tampines, the way they go out there, when they were pressing Tampines in the second half, they could have got something out of the game. And we know these boys will really run throughout the whole 90 minutes. You know, I think for us, we just got to stay a bit more disciplined. I think the thing is that, you know, we have conceded like 8 goals in 2 games. You know, but we play 3 good quality teams in the team, but you cannot be defending the whole game, you know. So basically you got to score the goals, get the goals a bit earlier, you know, and then you can manage the game throughout the whole 90 minutes, you know. And I think I won't take Tanjong Pagar lightly. You know, it's not an easy team to play, especially when they are currently at the bottom of the table and they has nothing to lose. They definitely, for them, is just going out there and just get a result. I think for us, we got to be not complacent, just, you know, focus on getting the result tonight. Yeah.
Well, I thought that was very, very interesting to see, kind of a contrast in the 2 coaches there. And I'd like to get the thoughts of my fellow commentator, Shashi Kumar, who's been in that kind of hot seat before. Shashi, the team that's struggling at the moment, Noor Alam Shah, he's quite buoyant, he's quite positive. He was talking about that second half against BG Tampines Rovers. They had a good fight back. They also pushed Albrecht's Negate. They lost by the odd goal in their previous 2 games. They are second and kind of already losing pace with the rest. And then you contrast that with Noor Ali, whose team are 4th, but they've lost their last 3 against the big 3, the 3 teams above them. He's saying they're improving, but he's normally quite an upbeat character himself. A very big contrast there.
Yeah, I think you said that Tanjong Pagar, they are struggling. I have to say, both teams are struggling big time in terms of form. You know, Tanjong Pagar hasn't really done well so far. They've only won 1 all season. As for Geylang, as you mentioned, 3 games on the trot. They've lost the last 3 games, and he looked downcast as well, as you said, Noor Ali. So it's a big game, no matter how you look at it. And even though if even one of these teams win, they don't get to leapfrog the teams in front of them. But it's so important to get closer, and again, you're talking about confidence, you're talking about team morale, and that's so important. And like I said, a win here today will do wonders for confidence.
Yeah, interesting, as you say there, that it's been a really tough time for both clubs. Not easy when you're Geylang International having to play the top 3 clubs. They were pretty much second best against Albrecht's Negata a few days ago. Right here, time to change it up if they can. They have a good opportunity here against, as you say, another club that has struggled. 1 win though in 7 for Geylang International. By the way, Shashi, just on the point that I made right at the start of this game, they've had to rush in. They only got here about, what, half an hour ago. How tough is that for them to now then switch on so quickly?
It's very tough. You know, you talk about players rushing and trying to get their tapings done in the dressing room, which isn't the biggest in the world. It's one of the smallest in the world, I gotta say. And you got to struggle with that. You got to struggle with your the mental part of it. You're thinking about the game, so they got to do it all the way in the bus. The mental side of things, and even maybe a little bit of strapping down on the pitch, in the bus on the way there. So it gets to you sometimes, but you got to. These kind of things happen, not always. Maybe once in 10 years. But they got to go out there and still do the job. But these players are professional, and one of them there you can see is Shadan Sulaiman, one of the best around.
Yeah, he is an absolute brilliant player, Shadan. There is Jansen Fu in charge tonight, assisted by Andy Tan and Lim Eng Sun, with Hilmi Fuad as the 4th official. VAR today being presided over by Drew Herman Zaiton. Olsen Fu is assisting there. The 2 skippers, Aaron Evan and Josh Pereira, he's like, oh, you made it. Good to see you. You can all laugh about it now. Let's have a look at the starting 11s then for both sides. Starting with the hosts, and it is Tanjong Pagar United. They had that 2-1 defeat at the hands of BG Tampines Rovers last time out. Just the one change to the side. Bruno Dibal is out. Nakudin Yunus comes in for this one, and yeah, that's a bit of a blow, isn't it, not to have the Brazilian.
Yeah.
But again, I've also heard two sides to him about how much he puts into matches. He can suddenly turn it on.
Yeah, very much so. And yeah, you know, I think they've made that change. Nakiuddin comes in. You know what you're going to get from him. That's Noah Alamshah. You know what you're going to get from Noah Alamshah as well on the bench. But yeah, it's going to be a miss, Dibal, definitely. And this is the starting 11 for Geylang.
Right here on this pitch, just what, 4 days ago, they were beaten 2-0 by Albrecht Nigata, and Noali has made 3 changes there. Again in goal, Yu Kanoshima is taking, it's kind of on and off between him and Rudy Kairula, so he replaces Rudy today. Ikram Rifki kind of struggled in his position and was taken off at half-time. And also, we have a change with Riku Fukushiro, and that's a big blow because it's an LCL lateral cruciate ligament injury, so presumably that's going to be quite some time out of the game. In comes Sharan Sulaiman, as mentioned by Shasi earlier. That's a real bit of experience. Shuhei Oshino, the Japanese forward who was ill, we were told last match, and was vomiting, he returns as well to the starting 11. What do you make of that?
Yeah, you know, I think it's a very experienced side, you got to say, you know, from back to front. We talk about Joshua Pereira, who's been outstanding for Geylang in the past couple of seasons. They got Shadan, Bezeko, Hoshino right through the spine of the side. But I think where Geylang has struggled is in the scoring department. They've only scored 8 goals, and that's not good enough. And even Tanjong Pagar has scored more in the league. So that's a problem area. And here comes Geylang.
Oh, look at the strength. Shuhei Oshino, was he yanked back there? Well, he was, it looked like there was certainly contact, wasn't it?
Yeah, I tell you what, that looked like a foul to me. And it's a very, very close one as well. I think Lee Kwan with a mistake, getting close down there. And then Hoshino, listen, that's a foul.
He's ripping the jersey off him.
So clear.
There we go, Shasi. To answer your...
It has to be pulled back because that's a clear foul. It's a shirt pull. Yeah. Oh.
To be clear, Shasi, to be clear, your issue is not... Is it a DOGSO for you? Is that what you're? Is that because that's what it would be pulled back for now? A DOGSO and a potential red card.
No, it doesn't matter whether it's DOGSO or potential red
it's
card.
A foul,
potential.
I know.
It's a foul.
Yeah,
it's a foul. You got to give a foul, and then whether it's DOGSO, you decide. As in, you know, go to VAR and do whatever. And obviously, it was stopped there to be checked, and it was checked, and it was not a foul. And how that was not given as a non-foul, I will never get it.
So, an interesting moment within the first minute of play. Zenevio Mota there. Nakiuddin Yunus. We've got to just get on with things, Geylang, but it is a contentious start to proceedings. Emilio Estevez there with a rather weak shot. Kanoshima.
It's good control, wasn't it, by Estevez? And I tell you what, Emilio Estevez was probably their best player last week against BG Tampines. And in that first half, you would think BG Tampines would have gone on
away,
to score
right?
5, 6 goals. And then in the second half, in terms of attitude, I think Noah Alamshah was right. You know, I probably cups and, you know, whatever was thrown at half time, and, you know, they came back in terms of the attitude, not in terms of the football. They're fine, but, you know, they came back and did so well to come back, or try to come back.
So you agree with his assessment that actually there was a good second half uptick in performance?
Yeah, in terms of performance, in terms of attitude as well, you know, but in the first half they were just kind of overwrought.
Launches it, Evans. Looking to keep the ball. That's what Geylang want to play. Fast pace on the front foot. Saiful Nizam there, plucks it out of the air.
It does look like pressing high up, Tanjong Pagar.
Besko. All of the main characters are a bit quiet. Taniguchi looking for Shui Oshino. The news on Dybala apparently is that he is not feeling well. Might have been a teacup.
It was thrown last week.
No, we're just having fun. And yeah, big news, of course, today, the parting ways of Alexander Rankovic after a very disappointing result last night in the Shopee Cup. Not necessarily sure whether that was the final straw, because they were already eliminated from the competition, but it's a shake-up nonetheless. We'll have that match with LCS later on in this match week. Makes things interesting. Noor Rahman is not around either at the moment. He's on a coaching course, so the top two teams, a bit of change at the moment. Shoda Nishikawa's not going to make that.
Yeah, the ball a little bit too long. Need that effort to go for it though.
Nazrul Nazari gets a touch on. Raihan Rahman dispossessed.
Yeah, Aaron Evans just coming across quickly on the cover. Very alert to the situation. Raihan a little bit casual there.
Here's Yuka Noshima. Starting to rack up appearances, Japanese keeper. Shut up. Cool as you like. Being put under pressure there by Sahil Suhaimi.
Yeah, showing all his experience in terms of possession, not losing the ball. That's the most important thing.
Foul by Ryoya Taniguchi on Raihan. So that's a foul. But the one here was fine, apparently. So free kick now. Sahil's going to take it. Managed to get that clear, Shaki Hamza.
Yeah, good defensive line, good clearance as well. A little bit of distance, a little bit of width as well.
They're really looking to improve on things. Geylang International, after, as you said, a disappointing few outings. Shannon sends it out wide now quickly to Nazrul Nazari. He looks up, waiting for some options, and he cleverly has to get it to the far post. Was that good control though?
No, it's not the best, you know, and being very nice there, but that was good play was from Nazrul there. Held it up nicely, and the ball was a good one as well.
It wasn't a tricky ball though, Shafi.
Exactly, all you need to do is just control it, put it in front of him. And the shot was on as well.
Disappointing work. Now is that going to be onside? Shueishin has got to finish. And the flag has gone up now.
Yeah, that was a very good ball in, a very intelligent ball, spotted Shino in there, and first look at it, it did really look like he was in an offside position when he received it at the top right-hand corner. Yeah, he's clearly offside, but good ball though. The vision, the quality to find him.
Yeah, I thought it was very good pre-match interviews by our reporter Tessa, and she's just feeding us some information as well that's been happening on the ground. They had about 10 to 15 minutes warm-up, Shashi, after being stuck in the bus for, get this, 3 hours.
Wow.
I'm not sure I've ever been in a bus in Singapore for 3 hours. That's a long. I think it must have been an accident or something on the PIE.
It must be a very bad one.
Pretty serious one.
Yeah, exactly.
And Besko apparently still rolling his quads with the massage roller during the intro of the anthem. So this is less than ideal, but they've started pretty okay for you?
Yeah, I think they've had a good start.
Given the circumstances?
Yeah, exactly. And even game so far, as you would expect in the early stages.
They have a corner here. Ambling over to take it. Can I see Ogawa? Ignatovic and Hoshino would be the two that you can't look at. So near post, it does go to Hoshino. He's headed it right across the face of the goal. They're scrambling it. Now surely they'll finish it. That was really, really static defending, wasn't it, from Tanjong Pagar? And Roya Taniguchi stabs home. I'm not sure he's going to like what he sees here. No Alam Shah.
Yes, you know, it's a straightforward corner, and Hoshino does so well. He bullies Fatullah at the far post, and then had so many opportunities to clear the lines there. Just take a look at the players in the middle. That's one. That's two. That's three. And then it's just comical defending in the end. And Kim Lee Kwan, that final attempt at a challenge was a poor one as well. Then you can see why they're struggling, Tanjong Pagar. It's not good enough defensively.
Fourth goal of the campaign for Roya Taniguchi. He's, you know, here's the fact that he's not in amongst more goals. Probably one of the reasons why this club is struggling just a bit this season. And Shashi, you mentioned just the 8 goals, and even Tanjong Pagar outscored them. They were the highest scoring team last season. I think it was almost 100 goals they got.
And of course, it's an outlier as well with
Doi. That's right,
top scorer. So
that's true.
It's he had the bulk of them goals. But having said that, when you go back to the goal that they just scored, they shouldn't have scored, because I think Tanjong Pagar had more than enough players in the penalty area, in the 6 yards area, to clear their lines.
Also, let's not forget that the big departure from Tanjong Pagar's point of view, talking of Tomoyuki Doi and replacing him, that's how Shuhei Yoshino came into their ranks. Has he kept that in? I don't think he has.
And again, it's those kind of decision and you know, the quality that's really been missing. Shorai Nishikawa there, ball just didn't appreciate that ball that was coming towards him, and then ball just bounces in front of him, goes out of play. It has to be better from your foreign player.
Oh, that's a great ball there. To Besko from Shuhei Hoshino, is just holding up play brilliantly. Another cross in, whipped in. Here's Hoshino. They're in 6th and 7th. Aaron Evans gets something on it, and Zaiful Nizam claims the ball.
Yeah, it's very interesting to see Nazrul Nazari playing further forward, because Joshua Pereira is playing as a right back today, with Yokoyama going at left back. And this was the ball that was trying to probably find Nazrul first. But a little bit too long, and then Hoshino with a curler into the penalty area. And Evans does just enough.
I was going to say, Doi has left Geylang, and their top scorer, Tanjong Pagar, Yusuf Ezayari, has also departed for East Bengal in India, massive club there. So that is a big depletion of their attacking options. Now you don't have Bruno Dibal. That's why Sahil Suhaimi is starting to get more game time. Here's Emilio Estevez. Decent ball in. Kanoshima is caught out there. That's cleared off the line. Well, Sahil Suhaimi had a goal-bound header.
Well, I tell you what, Kanoshima haven't gotten out from his position, from his line. He has to get there, and I think he knocks his own player out here. This was good
Shake
play
Hamza.
from, good play from Emilio Estevez there. There you go, just flaps at it. And Yokoyama, the left back today, does well. So Suhaimi's header, a tame one in the end, didn't really have that conviction. This was the player I was talking about who was impressive in that game against BG Tampines, and again today started the game well and very comfortable on the ball. Shaki Hamza, centre back today. Looks like it's his back.
Clutching the small of his back at the moment. Kanoshima was completely caught out there and was a little fortunate. Well, you'll be concerned about this. No Ali. Versatile player. Shaki Hamza. They're spending a fair bit of time on him. Here's another look at this.
There's a good ball. It's in an area where it's so difficult. Yeah, exactly.
A knee to his back here.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be a real painful.
Oh, maybe into his thigh.
Yeah, slightly lower, but you know, very brave of Shaki as well. Kanoshima.
I tell you what, tomorrow that is going to be pretty unpleasant for him. Still clutching it. He seems to be okay for now. Got your kidneys down there as well. You know, when you get that into the side, that's going to hurt a lot. But it was a chance, wasn't it, for Tanjong Pagar?
Yeah, for Sahil.
Yeah, Shodai Nishikawa. Zaiful Nizam.
At the moment, Tanjong Pagar is trying to play those long straight balls forward, looking for the runs of Nakyudin as well as Emilio Estevez.
Evans is quick to that one.
And Lee Kwan all the way back to the goalkeeper.
Asking for a corner. Will be a goal kick. Olivia Mota is posing a question.
Yeah, interesting that we haven't really mentioned Olivia Mota in his first 20 or so minutes.
He's really been one of the stand-up performers for them, hasn't he?
In the past few seasons as well.
Yeah. Here's Kim Lee Kwan. under pressure here by Nazrul. Raihan Rahman is there. Mota. Decides to go back to Kim Lee Kwan. Here's Aaron Evans. Somehow retained possession. Emilio Estevez. Now Shorai Nishikawa. Whips the ball in. Shaki Hamza is there. And they've had to go all the way back here to Kim Lee Kwan.
It's good pressing from Geylang.
I've been quite impressed these first early stages, rather, with Nazrul Nazari.
Yeah, and he's defensively very good. So when he plays in that right midfield role, you know, defensively in terms of the pressing, he does it so well. It comes naturally to him.
Contact he would have wanted. Covered by Lee.
Yeah, the ball. I think Hoshino is never going to run and make those runs behind the defense. He's not that kind of a player. Probably Geylang need that kind of a player, especially with Taniguchi and Bezakor making those passes forward. Probably need a plan B sometimes.
Kanoshima. Looks slightly panicky there. A bit of a push, wasn't it?
Yeah, and Raihan. Taniguchi. Slight push. Ball was up in the air.
Estevez trying to call that in. Kanoshima. Oh dear, not sure what that was. Cross. Kanoshima flying across the goal.
And again, it was Emilio Estevez. But Shorai Nishikawa, he does well here to bulldoze his way past two defenders. And then Emilio Estevez was trying to curl that one in. Don't know whether it was going in, but Kanoshima, he wasn't sure.
There's Lee Chan-woo. Mota. Ran into a bit of traffic there. Here come Geylang International storming forward. Bezakor.
Yeah, Zenivio puts his hand up, and Bezakor trying to make something happen on that left-hand side. And Evans does well.
There's Ogawa. Little touch on. Oh, lovely from Bezakor. What a touch. And couldn't quite get the pass right for Nazrul Nazari, but lovely work there from the Frenchman.
Yeah, that was just class from Bezecourt, as you would expect from him. And this ball rolled in, and just take a look at that touch. Brilliant. Shino knew exactly what he was trying to do there. He's trying to trap the ball in through.
That would have been quite a build-up to a goal. And he got it to Nazrul Nazari. They're playing some pretty positive stuff, Shasi, Geylang International.
Yeah, I think they've done well. For a team that's really been caught in traffic and been there late. Done well so far.
Taniguchi kind of lost his way a bit. Here's Fatullah. Now Zenevio Mota. Just showed a little bit too much of the ball.
Yeah, so far Geylang's done well there on that side. There's nothing in Zenevio Mota out of the game, at least for now. Yeah, it's good defending, good pressing. Ugawa, Nazrul, and Joshua Pereira on this right-hand side.
Yoshino to Taniguchi. Bezecourt. Koyama on that left-hand side. Josh Pereira onto Nazrul Nazari. Was there a foul right on the edge of the area?
Yeah, I think it was just outside the penalty area. And Lee Chan-woo, this was a good pass from Nazrul Nazari into the pocket. Yeah, it's a foul. It's definitely a foul, but it's outside the playing area, or outside the penalty area, sorry. There you go, first touch there. And Lee Chan-woo, don't know what he was complaining about. It's a clear foul. Well worked, actually, that play from Geylang.
Yokoyama standing over the ball. The ball does its job, I think comes off Evans. Yokoyama has another go, but screws it wide.
Yeah, it's funny that he tried to go for the near post curler or shot from the free kick. And, could have gone to the other side, the far post. Tried to catch everyone off guard, but I think that was the post that the wall was covering anyway.
Wasn't the greatest pass to Zaiful Nizam, who was scrambling to get there. Shuei Yoshino, look at it, it's very stretched at the moment. Bezecourt has a shot, it's blocked. That seems like a bit of a let-off, really, for Tanjong Pagar. What a mess at the back.
Exactly, and the problem was he played it to Zaiful's left. And again, you would think this was done at training sessions, trying to play out from the back, and you played out to the goalkeeper's favorite foot, I would say.
I thought he did quite well there, Estevez, but I think the ball just gone out of play.
Yeah, I think it's the right decision. Ball definitely gone out of play. Throwing for Geylang. And, there you go.
Some fans just trying to get more time to it, and to be fair, They're not wrong. He's been pretty quiet so far, not been at his best. Oh, what a touch again. Put on some good stuff. Geylang International at times. That's a bit wide. Shot from Bezko will be a corner.
Yeah, I tell you what, Shorai Nishikawa made a very good challenge on Nazrul Nazari, who was on his way. Well worked again. Beautiful touch from Oshino. There you go. That was a brilliant tackle from Shodai. And they've got to defend better from this corner kick from that same side.
Yeah, remember they went for the far post, beyond the far post for Shuhei Hoshino. There he is again, as if on cue. Kim Lee-Kwan is on him. Will be another corner on the other side now.
Yeah, Lee Chan-woo this time taking charge, but he hit the ball back, and it's a corner from this side now. It was a good delivery though.
Oh dear.
And there you go. And just as I said that, then Bezakor's delivery from the corner was not the best.
It's interesting. We're being told that Shake Hamza, at every opportunity, is getting treatment on his back. It's again another very odd way to restart the game for Tanjong Pagar.
I tell you what, that's so ridiculous. You make a 30, 40, 50 meters pass across like that. A square ball.
You're asking for trouble, aren't you?
Exactly, it's exactly what it was in the thinking there.
Just seems very scrappy at the back, Shashi. Overall, the defending, it's just everything at the back just looks a mess.
They're just trying to play the ball out from the back, but at the moment, the quality in doing that, it's not there at all.
Nazrul will get there first. Here's Josh Pereira. Shadan Sulaiman. It's much better in anticipation. Emilio Estevez keeps it in. That's poor again. It's Kim Lee-Kwan. Has that stayed in play? Just about. They were in a decent position there, then it all broke down very quickly.
Well, you can tell what the fans were thinking, because Lee Kwan had the opportunity to go forward, play it forward, take it forward, and he played it back. And then now possession is with Geylang. And this is the kind of start that they had against BG Tampines last week. And you just do wonder, why do they start this way?
Actually, what has gone on in the last 5 minutes? It's almost like they've just switched off at the back.
And listen, I'm not being funny. The players are doing it, are the foreign players.
Yeah, the Kim and Lee are the two, aren't they? The biggest culprits?
Exactly. It was a 5-meter ball, and he just played it so hard at Shorai Nishikawa. And it's really poor for Tanjong Pagar at the moment, at the back. Not good at all on the ball. Quality has been lacking.
Josh Pereira, the captain. Having some disagreements as well with Morali.
Yeah, Shadad wanted to play it first time for Taniguchi. Overplayed that. The veteran midfielder. Well, they can't play out from the back. And Zaiful Nizam can't kick out from the back. He kicks the ball out of play.
I think there's been a new order for teacups at half-time, Shashi. Because, I mean, if you were coach right now, wouldn't you be tearing your hair out at what has happened in the last, what, 7-8 minutes?
Exactly, and it seems like Noor Alam Shah has got to take his pre-match talk like it's at half-time every single time. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
You got to start throwing stuff before the game has even started. You know, and it's been really poor for Tanjong Pagar.
I think the only saving grace is they haven't conceded again, but look at the amount of space. There's holes everywhere. It's going to be a foul, I think, by Shuei Oshino.
Yeah, it's a bit too long there.
Ooh,
Yeah, it's a foul.
good, was it?
Oshino. Well, if I can hear them correctly, Zaiful Nizam was asking the players, where do I kick this to?
I mean, when you're asking that kind of question, oh, that's so close again. This has been a really strange 10 minutes for Tanjong Pagar. Here comes Joshua Pereira.
It's exactly what he was doing. He tried to put it for Gawa. Again, quality lacking. He's kind of changed positions with Nazrul. Nazrul's gone to right back, and that's it's a good thing as well. Both players defensively are good.
There's Josh Pereira.
But I think what Geylang can't do is take their foot off the pedal. You know, it's 1-0 only, and Tanjong Pagar, no matter what you say, they still can pose something.
Agreed.
You know, so gotta really push on Geylang.
Sorry, Shashi, I just want to clarify. You've said Nazrul goes back.
Yeah.
But he was actually playing quite well, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think so. You know, I think that it was
In
just
that
that in that
position?
moment when I think Joshua Pereira had made that run, so I think he had to cover Nazrul Nazari, and he had to go back to now he's in front of him now. Okay. So yeah,
it wasn't like a tactical switch, was it?
No.
Okay.
But I think Nazrul has done well in that position.
Absolutely right. Totally agree. It's been a very odd period of this match. They've looked.
No, at the moment they just don't have anything going forward. Tanjong Pagar, they don't know how to go about playing it forward. Either they play short, play long, and even when it's long, the ball goes out of play.
Waiting for the cross be put in by Roya Taniguchi. Oh, he does get the header in. Just peeled off his man in the last second. Shot out Nishikawa, and it was Shuei Oshino. Something on it.
That's a good ball that was whipped in, and he got the better of Shodai Nishikawa. Header straight at the goalkeeper.
He's winning there, isn't he? Shuei Oshino. Shahan Sulaiman. Oh, Shima's very coolly hung on to the ball. Building up well, this is nice. Out to Nazrul Nazari. Oh, it was a beautiful ball and just not able to get contact on it, Chue Oshino.
Yeah, Nazrul has put in 2 very good balls in, and this one was an even better one for Hoshino. He has to get there, Hoshino. Look at this, he just looked up and looked up and looked up. Maybe could have been slightly off there, but he still needed to put something on.
Tell you what, he has been superb this evening. Emilio Estevez upended.
I think it's unnecessary there, Nazrul and Ogawa. They should have been very comfortable 2v1. Yeah, the combination. I think it was, in the end, it was Ogawa who's made that tackle. Just jumped into it. Good opportunity for Emilio Estevez.
That escaped everyone.
Well, that's a half chance, you know. I think Sahil Suhaimi disappointed because that was a beautiful ball. Dangerous ball from Emilio Estevez. This demands for something to, or someone. Actually, got a touch to head to it, Sahil.
Hoshino. Here's Besko. Now Ogawa. Yokoyama on that left-hand side for Geylang International. Ogawa's done well. Yokoyama put it across. It's just a bit too close to Zaiful Nizam.
Yeah, not a bad ball. Again, a bit too close to the goalkeeper.
Shaka Hamza, what's going to happen here? Now,
you know, I think what they're contesting is they should have played, or Jensen should have played it on, because there was a player true on goal, or not true on goal, true on the right-hand side, and that's what Evans is saying. I think he's got a point there. Okay, it's a foul.
It's not a good challenge on Nakuden.
And then Zenivio was through on that right-hand side.
So play the advantage.
Yeah.
And then punish him later.
Exactly.
And yeah, we're hearing Alam Shah is very, very upset for that. It's a yellow card, but that's not the issue that they are having at the moment. He was talking there as he was giving the fourth official, Humi Fuad, a piece of his mind. I'm not sure Shaka can be feeling that he's innocent in any of this.
Yeah, it's definitely a foul. A yellow card for that as well. It's not the best challenge on Nakudin.
He can't be particularly happy. I mean, the only thing, the saving grace, Shasi, is that it's still 1-0.
Yeah, you know, performance hasn't been great. And they've been a bit lucky as well, you know, in terms of that very first challenge. It could have been, you know, worse with a player being sent off. The foul that wasn't given, if you can remember, that first few minutes rather.
waiting to get that through. Using Nazari to Roya Taniguchi.
Lee Kwan makes amends there after giving the ball away cheaply.
Foul there by Ignatovic.
Back on Sahil Suhaimi. It's definitely a foul, and you know, there was nowhere or no way he's going to get to the ball. This time, Shaki gets the foul, ironically. Chan Wu with an up and under. And Akudin wasn't going for the ball at all.
Oh, he's waiting for the run. Is that going to be onside anyway, even if he gets to it? Stay down. Here is Roya Taniguchi.
Yeah, quality of the ball has got to be better there. It's a simple ball. He plays it way too close to the goalkeeper.
4 minutes and confirmed. So Nevio Mota. Now Emilio Estevez. Here's Shora Nishikawa. Tanjong Pagar. Looking to see if they can launch an attack.
Fatullah showing too much of the ball there.
Fatullah.
Well, he showed too much of the ball and he gave the ball away after that to the goalkeeper. And Geylang should want to be seeing this one out in this last moments of this first half. Probably had the better of this first half, though it's still only 1-0.
Still time, 3 minutes or so. Yoshino. There's Josh Pereira. Fatullah gets that across to Nevio Mota. Now Fatullah. Here's someone saying shoot. Ignatovic gets it away. Now Vansor Besko. Taniguchi. Here's Ogawa. There's space again. There's too much on that ball from Ogawa into the path of Taniguchi.
Yeah, you can see what Taniguchi was trying to do. You know, take it on his outside of the foot, but the touch, probably the pass wasn't the best. You know, he was a little bit too high, and comes to nothing.
Here's Besko. Yokoyama. Shannon Sulaiman, maybe one last chance for Geylang in this half. It's given away though. Sahil. Always rising that shot.
Yeah, probably that last chance for this first half. Sahil. High. Could keep it on target.
Into this final minute of added time. I think the coaches, Shashi, both of them will be pretty frustrated about different things.
Yeah, I think so. I think Geylang would want to push on and get that second goal at least. Tanjong Pagar's performance in this first half. It's been disappointing, playing at home as well.
Taniguchi. Oh, it's done nicely here to Nazrul Nazari. And Levins gets it away. Rather, Lee Chan-woo. Here's Estevez. That's a foul by Josh Pereira. Who's Estevez is saying, why isn't he getting carded?
Yeah, I think he's getting carded after Emilio Estevez. But to be fair, probably is a yellow card offence. It's very obvious.
Might be a bit of frustration there. So, an interesting first half, which saw Geylang International put on some really good stuff, but they have only the one goal from Roya Taniguchi. It could have been a lot more. The defence of Tanjong Pagar United left wanting, really. Had a very bizarre period for about 10 minutes in which they seemed a real mess. The frustrating thing for Geylang is that they couldn't really capitalise on it. And somehow, at the break, it is Tanjong Pagar United 0, Geylang International 1. We'll have highlights and analysis in just a bit.
Together with support of Sport Promotion, we have Sport Singapore, as well as the partner Sport Singapore Pools. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, Tanjong Pagar is proud to be associated with the club main sponsor, Adaptive Asia, together with the co-sponsor, Carrots & Co. And of course, the apparel sponsor, Hummel.
It's half-time here at Jurong East Stadium in the Singapore Premier League match between Tanjong Pagar United and Geylang International, who have the lead. Goal care of Roya Taniguchi. We look back at the first half highlights. We're going to start with the goal. Header from the far post. Shui Yoshino sets it up. Shashi, a mess at the back, wasn't it?
Yeah, listen, whichever way or however way you want to put it, it was really bad defending from this corner kick. The straight ball in, Hoshino bullies his man at the far post. The clearance from Aaron was really half-hearted, half-cleared. And then everyone just stood there, very static defending. That first clearance from Aaron Evans wasn't the best, I have to say. And then Lee Kwan comes in, doesn't get the ball. And Taniguchi with a poacher's goal there.
Emilio Estevez has been one of the bright sparks. Nice ball played in, and Sail Suhaimi, that header was cleared off the line by Yokoyama.
Yeah, played into a very dangerous area there. That's a great ball in from Estevez. And the goalkeeper taking out his own player, Shake, and then Sail just couldn't direct that into goal.
Again, Estevez looking to curl that in the far post. And a Hollywood save there from Kanoshima.
Yeah, good effort. And good work from this on this left-hand side from Shorai Nishikawa. Probably ball going out of play. Goalkeeper wasn't to know that, and he makes a save.
Up the other end, it was a real domination in this period from Geylang International, but didn't really create as many opportunities as you'd think.
Yeah, and then maybe should have troubled Zaiful Nizam a little bit more, but this one was on target, at least from Hoshino.
Here's Nazrul Nazari. And it was so close, wasn't it? Any kind of contact there from the big man, and it would have been the second goal.
Yeah, I quite like the performance of Nazrul Nazari in this first half, and he receives the ball, and you know, one of the good things that he does here is just always head up, trying to look at where he wants to put this ball in. Yoshino couldn't get a header on. And this was the touch from Sahil Suhaimi from the delivery on this side from Emilio Estevez again. Just a slight touching, just couldn't get over the ball.
Well, that has to constitute a little bit of a highlight. Shows how few the chances were, and then a turn and a shot. Sahil hitting that well over.
Yeah, after a little bit of a mistake in the middle of the park from Sharon Sulaiman, just giving the ball away, and then good turn. Only one thing on his mind. Not a great shot.
So these are the match stats for you. But believe it or not, Tanjong Pagar have actually just a touch more of the possession and more attempts as well. Is that a bit surprising?
Yeah, but you know, I think it has been really Geylang has edged it in terms of performance. I don't think Tanjong Pagar has performed well. But having said that, it's only 1-0, so you know, things can change in the second half.
So let's see if there's a turnaround, especially from Tanjong Pagar's perspective. Reminder that these are the other fixtures for you over the next 3 days. Lots of football to come, and I think a lot of people are going to be watching out for Lion City Sailors on Sunday with the interim coach, Pablo Moreno, in charge for that one. We'll be back in just a bit for the start of this second half. Second half about to get underway here at Jurong East Stadium, excuse me. In this match in the SPL between Tanjong Pagar United and Geylang International. Geylang leading by a goal to nil. Amy Reka has come on for Shadan Sulaiman. We didn't see any sort of injury problem for Shadan. Shasya, I'm wondering if it's tactical. What would the how would the lineup look now for you?
Yeah, I think what this will do is Bezakor will go a little bit deeper with Ogawa, and Taniguchi will come into the middle, and Amy Reka will go out wide. So, yeah, probably Shadan felt something there in the first half. Don't think he had the worst of games, so probably a slight knock that he carried. Got no changes there for him, or for Noah Alam Shah.
So a tweak there from Noah Alam Shah. Who had said that he was looking at the positives of the last 3 games. And he said in terms of performance, he didn't want to fault his players, but he said we need to score goals to win the games, and that's a concern right now. Looking to bounce back stronger. I mean, it's certainly Amy Reka on. More of a goal threat than Shadan Sulaiman, you could argue. Let's see, though, what happens. He also said Tanjong Pagar have a playing style that they have to manage, and it's not easy playing against Noah Alam Shah's side that works very hard throughout the 90 minutes. I'm not sure what is going on, though, today. I'll let you analyse that, Shasi.
Well, can't be analysed because I'm confused as well.
That wasn't particularly easy for Ignatovic. It's gone out the ground. Maybe it's something to do with that end and goal kicks.
So Shazat trying to come up with an explanation
of to what is going on. It has been a very odd first minute here. Now Raihan Rahman, excuse me, has gone to the book with a yellow card. A challenge there on Shuyo Shino. Oh, he's really leaned in there, didn't he?
Yeah, but I don't think it's this first bad tackle of the year or season, Raihan.
That's true. Nakudin. There's Sahil. This is Anivia Mota. Raihan goes out wide. Cross, not a great one.
Yeah, Geylang now, as you said, is on that side. Geylang is having problems in trying to play the ball out. They did it pretty well in that first half a couple of times, but got to be problems. And now he decides to go long, which is always not a bad idea.
That looked like a push, surely.
Yeah, it is.
From Aaron Evans. The second half hasn't really got going yet, has it?
Yeah, and Amy Reka there. He's got pushed, shoved by Aaron Evans, the skipper. Probably Geylang can settle now.
Yoshino clashing with his opposite number, Kim Lee Kwan.
Yoshino was strong there, but judged to have fouled his man.
Kim Lee Kwan and Lee Chun Woo are the two Koreans at the back. It's been a difficult first half for them. The rest of us are clashing. Had his first full game only in January and scored his first goal against BG Tampines Rovers in the last match. He's been the bright spark in attack. Here he is now. He's brought down. Nazrul Nazari not happy.
Yeah, again, sometimes you feel that not every challenge is a yellow card offense. You know, not every foul is a yellow card offense. Emilio Estevez, yes, and again, I have to agree with Nazrul there. It's not a yellow card offense. Yes, it's a foul. And, it's just being card happy there. I feel, but it's a very dangerous position. Good opportunity. Emilio Estevez to put one in.
Time in the Eredivisie with Rio Den Haag, when actually Rankovic was there, ironically enough. That's punched away by the keeper.
That's a good ball and just driven across. A little bit too close to him, but at that pace, the keeper need to get it right.
Well, that's low and flat, driven in the corner.
Sahil there totally missed the ball that came across the diagonal. Just couldn't judge the flight of it.
As well. Hoshino out towards Emireka. Oh, he's looking to square that to Roya Taniguchi. Takes the shot. Yokoyama has doubled the tally here. 2-0 Geylang International early on in the second half.
Well, that was a good ball. This initial ball was superb from Hoshino. And then you thought that it'd be gone. That was not the best of balls from Emireka, but his second one was good enough. And Yokoyama with a very good finish. Don't think he hit it cleanly, but it's enough to put it past. Sparing dive of Zaiful Nizam. VR obviously will be checking the goal. The only thing I can see is offside against Emireka, but it did look like he was onside.
First goal of the campaign for Geylang, and look, with all due respect to Tanjong Pagar, they would have looked at this match and thought this is an opportunity to work on our goal difference. That doesn't look offside, but
yeah,
we're not on that angle.
Yeah, of course.
Looks pretty clear though, not offside though, right?
Yeah, this ball in was supposed to be played in front of him. And then
I wonder whether the
foul on Raihan.
Well, foul Raihan also was Taniguchi in the way of the keeper.
Well, yeah,
I don't know.
one.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's a goal.
That's good. Goal.
Well, it's a long way back now for Tanjong Pagar. Well, the tweak at half-time also means that, you know, I think Shake has gone to left back. Joshua Pereira and Njatovic are playing as central defenders now, with Nazrul playing at right back. So that's the change.
That's why Yokoyama was where he was.
Yep.
Yeah, so just to clarify, and there's another shot. Zaiful Nizam just too close to him. Amy Reka, he's been lively since introduction.
Suddenly the space is on this left-hand side. Don't know exactly what's happening for the Tanjong Pagar defense. This was another great ball in from Hoshino, playing as a link-up player. Probably it was an easy catch for Zaiful. It's one for the cameras maybe. But yeah, he just clawed it away for a corner.
And just to clarify, that VAR check was whether Taniguchi was interfering with play. Oh! Went for that, and the near post, Taniguchi.
Yeah, this was the corner. He does well there, just get in front of his man.
Again, he's messy at the back.
Brilliant interception. At the moment, it's on the blind sides where Tanjong Pagar are really in trouble. Just behind or slightly behind the defense. And again, Amy Reka, this time being shown the yellow card. On Nakyudin.
Is that yellow card for you? It seemed quite innocuous compared to the first one in the very first few seconds of the game. And he is going into the book.
I think it's a head injury. That's why Evans not happy that the play went on. Was Nakyudin.
There's some concern there from Josh Pereira.
Ball that was clipped in. Obviously, two players. Just the right arm going across. Nakyudin.
He links up play quite nicely, doesn't he, Shuei Yoshino?
Yeah, I think he's done that bit very well. Twice he's played, he's sprayed the ball across out on the left-hand side. You know, Alam Shah there, coach of Tanjong Pagar, not happy at all.
He was quite upset with the awarding of the second goal. Shuei Yoshino was brought in, and there was. He said he wanted someone who could link up the play. Also, he said budget demands. And he's only got the only goal that he's got so far was against Tanjong Pagar. The only win that they've had in the last 7 was against Tanjong Pagar. Okay, international, so that we want to start picking things up.
Well, just looking at the bigger picture as well, I think Geylang, this win is so important to get a little bit of confidence back.
Oh, that was a really good ball played in. by Zenevio Mota.
Yeah, it was great positioning from the defender as well, Ignjatovic. It's a good turn, good ball in, whipped in into an area, a dangerous area, and Ignjatovic does so well there to come across. And just was about to say that it's very important that Geylang keeps this lead because of confidence. Need to get that back after 3 losses in a row.
Foul there on Shaki Hamza.
Yeah, it's League One. Just trying to get in front of Shaki. Seeing the foul. Geylang wanted a foul. Play goes on here. That was the first foul by Hoshino.
Here's Aaron Evans. Looking for a long throw now. No. Yeah, doesn't go for that option. Be another throw in, third in a row.
Yeah, Hoshino, striker, in a position to just clear it away.
Nice one, Estevez to Mota. Look who's there. Good work. Here is Taniguchi, and Evans scrambles it away.
Well, it's just disappointing if you're a Tanjong Pagar fan, because that ball in from Zenevio Mota wasn't the best. So many players to aim for.
Talking about Geylang's start to this season, it was 1 loss in the first 6, and then 3 in a row. They played the top 3 teams. So they're trying to get back into winning ways here if they can. Josh Pereira. Now Taniguchi. Couldn't quite get that up to Bezcourt.
Yeah, I think Taniguchi could have just gone on his own a little bit, with more time. The foul not given.
Estevez muscled off the ball. This is Fatullah.
Oh, well done, Shaki. Just attacking the ball and letting the ball slide. This was what Taniguchi wanted.
Yeah.
Probably was unlucky there, Taniguchi. Did look like a foul to me.
We've had about almost 20 minutes of this second half. The tweak in the back four where Shaki goes into left back, Josh Pereira moves into that central defensive position again. Which one do you prefer? Which one do you think is a bit more secure?
Well, I think at the moment, don't think there's any problems defensively.
They're not getting tested, are they?
Exactly, and I think it doesn't matter because Nazrul at right back is a pretty solid one at the back. So.
Have they lost anything in the attack? And wow, I tell you what, Nakudin is saying there was a foul.
Well, this was a very good ball in from Shorai Nishikawa. And Nakudin there, I don't know exactly what he was going on about. I think the header was for him, or the chance was for him actually.
Change here, Nakudin, quick feet. Now Mota. It's going to be over. Not his best game today.
Yeah, I was just about to say that as well. Xavier Mota has been really disappointing for a player of his caliber. You know, his deliveries hasn't been the great, the quality of passes, the decision making as well at times.
Azim Akbar is going to come on for Fatullah.
Player number 6, Fatullah Rahman, is replaced by player number 2, Azim Akbar.
Should be pretty much a like-for-like change.
Yeah, I think it's a 1-for-1 with Akbar just sitting in there in the middle of the park. Probably fresh legs as well.
It's up to Roya Taniguchi. Feels it was fouled. For the second time, it doesn't go in his favor. Now Estevez. Akbar. Now Mota. This is Nakudin for Tanjong Pagar as they try to put on something here in attack.
Well, this is what, just lets Nakudin down. The final ball, that final, decision-making, quality of the ball was missing. But just before that, I think that's what Taniguchi has to do better. He just stops playing. He got to play to the whistle. Because that time, it did look like he was, he tried to win a free kick too cheaply. Just play to the whistle.
That'll fall kindly here. Shaki Hamza, he looks up. Oh, that's a great goal! Did he hit that on the volley? Bezkor, but it looks like it is an immediate problem. Oh, it doesn't look good. Oh, his arm, his wrist. Was it the leg? It looks very, very serious. Oh, the ankle has completely gone the other way. Oh, that looks terrible, I have to say. Oh, he's caught him so badly, it's completely turned, Shasi.
Well, listen, we just want to talk about the quality of the goal and the finish, because that was a superb goal. But listen, you don't want to be looking at this, because that's not the right position. I mean, it's there for all to see, and nobody wants to see this.
That is,
you can look at the pictures of even the players, and Bezakor, to be fair, straight away, having scored the goal, knew exactly that there was something wrong, and
that's quite distressing. That's really tough. That's almost done a. I mean, the angle it's horrible to see, and what we must be going through right now. look a bit shell-shocked.
But just going back to the quality of the goal, you know, I think it was a brilliant finish from Bezakor. The quality of the
Absolutely
ball
right.
as well. And we'll be talking about that the whole day in terms of the quality of the deliveries, you know, the passes. And that time it clicked, you know, in terms of the ball and the finish. But
this man is a real quality player, isn't he? Vincent Bezakor.
And he's a player as well who's you know, suffered a terrible injury, a cruciate ligament injury as well, and he knows. And I tell you what, he'd probably not take the goal.
Yeah, I think most professionals just...
Yes, you know, and
I mean, that could
be, you know,
could
career
be the career
ending,
ending,
as well.
isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
And you feel now for Aaron Evans, and we're being told that Vincent Bezakor is distraught because it was the contact from him as he went in for that volley. It was just an awkward one. Fell on the leg of his opponent, twisted the ankle around. Distressing pictures there. I mean, no one wants that to happen to a
Well, it's going to
fellow
be a
professional.
long. It's going to be a long stoppage here, I'm sure. And they need to be careful as well in terms of moving the player.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can't just be moving him around. So it needs to be
For those
transported properly.
very carefully. Yeah, for those who are just tuning in and wondering what has happened, there's been a horrific injury. Vincent Bezakor has got his second goal of the campaign, but as he went in for the volley, he collided with the Tanjong Pagar captain, Aaron Evans.
And I think it was pretty clear that his foot was planted on the ground,
Yeah,
and he came
so
across to finish it, and then he went.
It almost turned the other way.
Yeah,
Shashi.
it's the position wasn't.
Yeah, and we
Right.
are rightfully choosing to not show that any longer, or what happened, and it is difficult to see. And he's kind of reliving it here. It's any fellow professional will be hugely sympathetic. I mean, anyone really watching this.
Yeah, I think even Amy Raker is trying to explain the position of the ankle there. We could see it there. It was.
Yeah, I have to admit, when it first happened, Shashi, I didn't see that. I thought it was the arm, and then you pointed it out to me, and it was horrific to see the direction of the ankle. I've never seen it like that before.
Because I think because obviously of the speed at which Bezakor came in, you know, and the follow through on the ankle, which was planted on the ground.
It was clearly getting stretchered off, and the crowd showing huge sympathy there for him as he's been taken off. I don't know if you've ever been there. He is. I mean, that has got to be tough. I mean, I tell you what, Shashi, he wasn't rolling and screaming. I wonder if it's more shock than anything else.
Yeah,
but the
yeah.
pain must be unbearable. And I don't know whether you've ever been involved in an incident where a player has been that badly injured, and if so, how does one carry on like this?
Yeah, exactly. The teammates as well.
The 24, Aaron Michael Evans is replaced by number 15, Faisal Roslan.
Faisal Roslan is going to be replacing Aaron Evans. We wish him all the very best. That's going to be difficult. Look at the other defenders. They're still wincing. That's not going to be easy.
Yeah, and let's hope he has a proper recovery in the future as well, and for his career as well.
Yeah, correct.
But this will start off as a goal for Geylang.
Yeah, there's no question of a foul or anything like
Yeah.
that. He went in for the volley. Captaincy now goes to Zaiful Nizam. Here is Nakudin. Now Zineva Mota. This is cut out by Josh Pereira. Foul by Rio Taniguchi. Remember, he's the one who felt he had 2 fouls on him that weren't given the proper treatment. He's a foul here on Rahan Rahman.
Yeah, just very zealous with the challenge. He didn't need to go down that way.
Ankle is broken and just been called in and been told in. Oh, what a chance there! Well, that is a defender's finish, you could argue, from Lee Chan-woo.
It's been nice, Shazad. It's an open goal, I gotta say. The ball comes across, it didn't really deal with the... Just comes across the ball and he's got the contact totally wrong on the outside of this right boot. It's a foul on Geylang, or for Geylang rather.
Yokoyama up to Hoshino. He's completely overhit that. Here's Ignatovic. Not the best of clearances. Taniguchi. Now Shuhei Hoshino. "15 minutes or so in this game. Geylang International 3-0. Couple more here. Nakudin. It's not a great pass to Zineva Mota.
Yeah, shot one for Mota.
Emilio Estevez. Oh, lovely ball again from Shuhei Hoshino. Now Vincent Betsko cuts inside. He was looking to slide that into Taniguchi.
Yeah, I think Hoshino had made that run on the left-hand side and didn't see him at all. Here comes Tanjong Pagar. A little bit open game now.
Hazim Akbar. And Ignatovic will let that run out of play.
Nicely done from Geylang to save at the back and being solid at the moment. And it's not only the 3 goals that they scored, I think a clean sheet would do them a lot of good as well.
Here's Shake. I guess it would be normal to expect a little loss of intensity after what happened.
Yeah, I think so. They'll be playing in the players' minds, but just gotta shut it off and get on with it.
Here's Mota. Played in by Faisal Roslan. Last touch on by Shura Nishikawa.
Yeah, with lots of pressure from Nazrul Azari as well. That's what you want from your defender. You put on the challenge.
Kamishima up towards Shuhei Oshino. It's fallen nicely for Taniguchi. Now Besko. Lovely ball in to Taniguchi. I wanted that, it took a deflection, it didn't.
Well, you know, Tanjong Pagar, they've lost all shape in the middle of the park. The distance between the defense and midfield, there's just no midfield except for Raihan there. And the gap is so huge, it's so easy for Geylang to play through them.
Makbar looking for that big pass up towards Mota, who wins the ball back. Here's Faisal Roslan. Mota. Away by Gnatovic. Emilio Estevez. Oh, they'll get a corner out of that.
Yeah, I think he didn't give up, but that's the most important thing. He wins aside a corner. You get a lifeline here, a goal here. Make it a little bit more interesting.
That would be something for them to hold on to, perhaps. Raihan. Now Estevez. That's a foul on him, isn't it? Shino.
He's so neat and tidy, Emilio Estevez, and very tricky as well. Not the biggest of players, but he's so skillful. There you go. Gets the better of Oshino. He gives away a foul in a very dangerous area.
It's the kind of talent that got him a move to the Eredivisie. Estevez. Couldn't connect. That's Shuhei Oshino.
Yeah, this was the ball that was played in. A long one from Raihan in the first place, and then the header across. A total miss kick from Nakyudin there. Shaki there. Get a good touch on it.
Estevez. Stood strong. Yokoyama out to Emireka.
Yeah, frustration from Emilio Estevez. Showed too much of the ball initially to Shaki, who won the ball, and then frustration showed. Yokoyama, the goal scorer.
So he's enjoying his football here now, the fact that he has got over his injury that he sustained. He tore his MCL in his right knee in pre-season friendly. Didn't return till late October. Estevez, and now starting to make his mark. So it was a difficult time for him, never got that serious an injury before. Had to do all the procedures and all the recovery to get back to fitness. It was quite complicated. Smashes it forward. Nakudin is there. Look at where Kaneshima is. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Now, Nakudin
it's a
didn't
straight
react. Red card.
because he handled it outside the penalty area. But I think it's pretty clear if you handle the ball outside the penalty area, it's going to be a red card.
Oh, that came off his leg though, right? Shouldn't that count for something?
Nah, listen, he handled it, simple as that.
Well, if they're going to lose him, that's going to be checked.
And obviously, questions has to be asked in terms of should he have come
out
all the way there? He didn't need to. There's some way to go.
The red card is given for denial of a goal-scoring opportunity. Look at it, they're trying to push him off. Well, they've been flitting between goalkeepers, haven't they? Rudy Kairula and Yuka Nishima, and now Rudy is going to come on. Going to keep things interesting in these last few minutes.
Well, lucky that they have that 3-goal cushion.
And there's also not much time left.
Yeah, exactly. And
it looked inadvertent, but as you say, hit the hand, and you are having a decision to be made there. Rudy Kairula. Will come on and
substitute for Tanjong Pagar United FC.
Nakudin is going off. Guillermo Rodriguez also coming on. Thirty-year-old forward from Brazil. Bit late to bring him on, isn't it? If you're chasing the 3 goals.
yeah, and then again, Nakudin hasn't had that game that Tanjong Pagar expected him to have, because I don't think he played well today in terms of performance. Geylang are going to take out Bezakor as well.
Yeah, it'll be Bezakor, the goal scorer, who goes off, and maybe not such a bad idea as well to do that. Well, he's probably going through his mind, but Rudy replaces Bezakor for these final few minutes.
Substitution for Geylang International FC.
Aaron has gone over to the Tanjong Pagar bench to apologise for what happened during that interval when they were sorting everything out.
Yeah, Shoda Ishikawa there with the header. And, got there in front of the defence. It's not going to trouble Rudy from there. Well, it's going to be another disappointing defeat for Tanjong Pagar. It's a great touch from Noor Alam Shah, by the way. If only his players had shown similar quality.
So went over to Noam Shah just now to apologise, and Noam Shah, being very gracious, said no. These things sadly do happen. Last couple of minutes, there will be a lot of added time, of course, for that long stoppage. 10-man Geylang International. That's a foul by Josh Pereira on the edge of the area. On Sam Suhaimi.
And he's already on a yellow card, Joshua Pereira. Got to be careful here. The high ball. That's a foul. It's a clear foul. You know, he just pushes the striker off. He was in Sahil, and very good position.
Rudy Harila might be the first time he's going to get called into action here. There is a check for a potential penalty. Oh, there's going to be a change in the decision. Wow, I thought that was outside the box. He's been advised that it should be a penalty. Oh yeah, he was in the box, wasn't he? If that's a foul as deemed by the referee, and it did look like one, it was inside the box. And having scored his first goal in the last match against BG Tampines Rovers, an opportunity here for Emilio Estevez to get a second.
Well, it's definitely the right call, because the initial contact was just inside the box. So good decision.
Well, this will give them, especially when they see what happens after this with the clock, might give them a boost here. Tanjong Pagar. Oh, we got touch on! Rudy Harila gets the right way, but it's enough from Emilio Estevez to pull one back for Tanjong Pagar United. They will not have a clean sheet tonight. Geylang International.
Unlucky, Rudy. The power just beats Rudy there to it. His right hand not strong enough. And as you said, he won't get a clean sheet today. There's 12 minutes. It's more than enough time to score 2 more goals. A little bit of nerves maybe, but probably.
Wow, big fire going on there in the background. Oh, it's huge flames. And talking of which, maybe it's just setting Tanjong Pagar alight here these last few minutes. Can they get a couple more in?
Yeah, Tanjong Pagar's best player.
Yeah.
For the last 2 games already, Emilio Estevez. Yeah, Geylang just need to be calm.
Yeah.
Because it shouldn't be in this position, really.
Right. Raihan. They're going to apply all the pressure they can. Yokoyama. Here's Estevez. He looked up, thought he might go for goal. Zenevia Mota. Oh, could have gone anywhere. The danger's not over yet. Faisal Roslan can't take the shot. As Makba does. Oh, it's all a bit nervy at the back.
Yeah, it's Azim, not the best of efforts, but a little bit of pressure right at the end here. Mota with a dangerous ball in, low. Geylang just can't clear the lines. Good enough first start from Azim. He just drags the ball out wide.
Sai Suhaimi. Now Estevez. Amy Reka. Akbar, Azim Akbar. Quick touch on from Faisal Roslan. Senior Mota kind of in keeping with most of his balls into the box today.
Yeah, he just couldn't wrap his foot around it. An awkward angle. Ball from Faisal Roslan was a good one. First time ball.
We're seeing that there's going to be a change here. They're going to take off another attacker in Shuhei Hoshino. And Ikram Rifki is coming on to bolster the defence.
Substitution for Geylang International FC, player number 4.
Can kind of understand the thinking on that.
Yeah, just try to shut up shop.
He's had a good game, hasn't he, Shuhei Hoshino?
Yeah, I think he has had one of his better games, linking up play very well. Coming deep, obviously, it's not a striker who run into space in front, behind the defense, so you want to use his strengths, play to his strengths rather. He's done well today.
Does well. Now Taniguchi. Loses control of the ball.
And again, he goes down so
Yeah.
easily, looking for the foul. Right decision from the referee.
Take as much time as he can with this Uri Khairullah. There comes off Mota. 6 or so minutes left in this one. Azim, they're going to get the ball up the other end. It's going to be a corner.
Good work that time from Joshua Pereira, but they take a shot here.
Ignatovic clears. There's Mota. Now Azim. Nazrul Azari. Here's Emi Reka. Looking to launch a counter perhaps. They're pouring forward. Shaki Hamza. Oh, has he got past Zaiful? The goal, the whistle had just gone. Wry smile on his face. I think he knew what happened. Raihan went down.
Well, yeah, it's a foul. Good decision this time around. It's barged on to Raihan.
Ignatovic has come steaming in. No stoppage. Here's Mota.
Well, actually, he crumbed us well there, just to stick on his man. Enough pressure on Mota.
That from Rudy Karula.
Yeah, it's a good ball in, useful one. And Rudy Karula is always on the ball, does well.
We'll see a newcomer to the SPL shortly. Make his debut. There's a moment to get him on.
Substitution for Geylang International FC, play number 9,
Roya Taniguchi, who scored the opening goal, is off. Abdurrahim Abdul Shukur, Norwegian, comes on. Norwegian midfielder, 24-year-old. Oh, the near post, a save from Rudy Karula. There's a follow-up there from Kim Lee Kwan. Saimi kind of asked for a penalty half-heartedly. And now here's the new man in, Abdul Shukur. Need to get the ball up the other side. We've had 11 minutes now into the final minute, perhaps. Josh Pereira.
Just turning into trouble there.
And it back to the keeper from Shakir Hamza. On the dot to 12 minutes played. This is a match that had pretty much everything in it. Goals, red cards, a horrific injury. And in the end, it is Geylang International who snap their losing streak. And get a well-deserved win, I think it's fair to say, Shasi?
Yeah, I think so. I think they've showed enough quality, especially in the attacking turn in the end. And that was the difference. And defensively as well, if you take away the goal, the penalty goal, I think they were pretty solid.
Yeah, it was Roya Taniguchi who got the opening goal. And it looked like they might get a few more. It took them a while. Shorai Yokoyama got the second and Vansel Besko the third with a late penalty for Emilio Estevez. It ends here at Jurong East Stadium. Tanjong Pagar United 1, Geylang International 3. Well, an eventful match. Let's have a look back at the highlights. Here's that opening goal, Shasi.
Yeah, you know, Tanjong Pagar just couldn't clear their lines, and in the end went to Rio Taniguchi, who just in front of goal in the 6-yard area, just pouncing on that ball. Yoshino does well here, just bullying Fathula, and then loose ball just going to Taniguchi, who makes it 1-0.
Yeah, messy defending. They couldn't get themselves sorted out. They paid the price for it. And then you go to the second goal for Yokoyama here. Good finish, or do you think he scuffed it a bit?
It doesn't matter, it's a good finish, because, you know, it went in right in the corner where Zaiful Nizam couldn't get a touch to it, but it was well worked, wasn't it? I thought that was a great ball in from Hoshino. In this first ball, the angle was the wrong one. The ball has to be played in front of him. Yokoyama just gets the ball in from Emi Reka. His first touch was a good one, then finishes it off.
Vanso Besko scores this third goal. It's a fantastic finish, but unfortunately it came at the expense of Aaron Evans's ankle.
Yeah, just going back to that as well, but the defensive header was a very poor one. Take a look at this defensive header. He goes right straight to this man, Shake, and he picks out Bezakor with a lovely cross, and the finish was brilliant as well.
That prompted Aaron Evans to be stretchered off. And then Geylang lost a man of their own in the goalkeeper. Not sure why Nakiri got so upset, but a red card for Yu Kanoshima.
Yeah, the shout from the fans as well was immediate. When the ball touched his hand, they knew exactly what happened. You can see from the reactions there as well, you knew straight away that was a foul.
So down to 10 men, and this foul by Josh Pereira ended up being a penalty.
Yeah, just a silly foul really, a very clumsy one. Nowhere near the ball, and the initial tackle or push started from inside the box. So it's the right decision. And Rudi Hairula's hand not strong enough to stop that penalty from Emilio Esteves.
Yeah, having not really played too much. He gets 2 goals in as many games. Emilio Esteves completing 2 matches as well. So he's having a good time. He was probably the brightest player for Tanjong Pagar today.
Yeah, good penalty. Strong, hard as well.
And that was it really in the action. And Shasi, again, does it seem a bit surprising what you're seeing?
Yeah, I think so. I'm just looking at the attempts, maybe those half chances, but in the end I thought Geylang were well-deserved winners in the game. And the first half, especially if you take a look at the first half that Tanjong Pagar had, they were really poor.
So the stats may not necessarily be in favour of Geylang International. All that matters, though, of course, is the one right at the very top. Geylang International winning by 3 goals to 1. So this is how it looks on the table. A much healthier goals scored now for Geylang International. They are 3 points away from 3rd place, so they play 2 matches more than Albrechts Niigata, and Tanjong Pagar rooted in 2nd from bottom position. Reminder that we have got 3 fixtures in as many days here in the Singapore Premier League. Tomorrow, Ballista Khalsa versus BG Tampines Rovers at Bishan Stadium. On Sunday, Lion City Sailors probably not going to have their new man in charge. Varo Moreno, the assistant coach, will be overseeing that one against Young Lions. Not a bad way to start your time as the interim coach. And then on Monday, Albrechts Niigata host Hougang United back here at Jurong East Stadium. Well, remember, they came late to the party today, but they ended up with all the spoils. Geylang International have defeated Tanjong Pagar United by 3 goals to 1. We'll see you tomorrow evening.